Hey everyone, and welcome to this next episode of SPINcast. Here I have Jackie Lamm here with me, and I will let her introduce her program and where their school is located.
Hi, I'm Jackie Lamm. I'm the head esports coach for Minnesota State University, Mankato. We are located on the southern half of Minnesota. We have had our program for 3 years now, and we're just looking to expand.
Awesome, awesome. Let's get right into it. First question here: Are you guys currently a varsity-oriented program or more club?
We have both. So our varsity program is officially sanctioned by your university and
Mhm.
president. And then we also have several clubs on campus that we are looking for more students to join and create even more clubs.
Awesome. Is your varsity program under athletics?
No, we're
Or
actually under IT.
IT. Cool,
Yep.
cool. About how many teams do you guys currently have?
We currently can house up to 35 students with our facility. So that's roughly 5 to 6 titles, depending on some of those one-off titles that might only have 1 or 2 students in them.
Sure. And what games are you currently recruiting for the varsity program?
We are recruiting for League of Legends, Call of Duty, Rocket League, iRacing, Smash, and Rainbow Six for the spring of 2023.
Awesome, awesome. And for the varsity program, do you guys offer esports scholarships? Not currently.
Oh, we do have one scholarship that is esports. But besides that, we have 1,000+ other academic scholarships that students can apply for in February that I help
Mhm.
curate that list for students, and you can get a full ride if you just look hard enough.
Gotcha. What are some of the main traits or skills that you look for when recruiting?
Definitely, I look for a student that wants to come to Minnesota State Mankato first, that we have the right education for them, the right degree. If they're not unsure, then this would be a great space for us because we are a lower cost institution. And
Mhm.
even if you're from out of state, we do have ways for you to pay in-state costs. It just depends on your GPA. So that's another thing that I look at is your account, make sure that's in good standing, how you treat your fellow teammates, and then looking at your grades and the type of commitment that you are going to need to have.
Yeah, I mean those are all definitely important. Kind of to get a well-rounded player. Do you guys currently host events, camps, anything like that?
Yeah, so we just came off of hosting a very large LAN event that we are going to do annually with Rockstar.
Oh,
We
nice.
had 16 teams that we invited. We played Rocket League, Smash, and Call of Duty, and we're hoping to expand those titles for next year. We also do summer camps for middle school and high schoolers in the month of June.
Mhm.
And then throughout the year for our students, we host a Smash Bash. We're hosting a watch party for Worlds that's coming up, the finals. And then we're partnered with Minnesota Rocker and Version 1. And sometimes
Mhm.
we do watch parties with them, or we're able to collaborate with going up to see their facility and meet their staff. And if their players are around, sometimes they're players.
Awesome. Well, that's a lot of stuff going on for sure. So you guys are always busy.
Yeah.
Do you have students who help the program in like non-player roles?
Yeah, so one of the things that I'm definitely looking for in the next year, since I am losing some seniors, is assistant managers and coaches.
Mhm.
So this could be for any of our titles, but I'm definitely looking for back of house people, and then also broadcast coordinators. We have marketing interns, and just all around. If you can think of a role, we probably need the help because most esports programs like ours is usually just run by 1 or 2 people.
Mhm.
But we do want to give the players the opportunity, if you can't play at that level, that you still have an opportunity to be in our program.
Gotcha. Was the Rockstar Invitational held in your facility or somewhere different on campus?
It wasn't on campus, it was
I was
at
on.
our civic center.
Okay,
But
got
the next year, I think it'll be on campus.
gotcha. So going into that, what kind of does your esports facility slash space look like?
We currently have 16 PCs with high-end Alienwares that are up for renewal for getting new ones. We kind of have a
Mhm.
3-year rotating plan, so we'll be getting new ones with this upcoming year. But
Gotcha.
then with that, we also have an exciting competition stage that we're building out that we're hoping to have finished by the end of spring 2023. So by the time high schoolers, if you're looking to come for us, we'll have 10 more PCs for you. And our next big things, we're going to be inviting local schools to come compete lands at our facility to have a more fun experience.
Awesome. What are some of the biggest challenges you face or have faced with your program?
Space for sure.
Hmm.
We have so our any student is allowed to use our facility Monday through Friday from 10 to 4. And after that, it's just for varsity players. So we have a lot of international students or students that might not be able to afford even a console or a PC. And if they want to participate in club activities or in competitions, they might not be able to at our facility. So that's been our biggest challenge. But we do have a 3-year plan for that. It's just, it takes a little bit.
Sure. Again, there slowly but surely, right? What would you say are some of the more proud moments or bigger achievements within your program?
I think the land this past September is one of our biggest achievements. It took about a year to curate and to plan and to organize, and
Hmm.
I know next year is just going to be even bigger. But that it was such a success. Like I was really worried it wasn't going to be, but being able to have students from 16 different schools, we had roughly 250 students that competed that day, and just getting lands back up and running and seeing the environment and the Smash players, they just get so excited for each other and other schools just being in that
Hmm.
environment. So that was a huge achievement for us.
Yeah, and Smash is a big LAN game as well. So I mean, every game is, but
Yeah.
they can't play online really, right?
No,
So
they hate it.
exactly. And kind of wrapping it up here, if you could give one piece of advice to any student, player watching, what would it be?
I would encourage a student to be active on Twitter. That is where most of collegiate directors and programs are held. But then also would advise high schoolers, students, and middle school students to watch what you put out there. Toxicity is becoming very big right now, and what you put out in on the internet, it can get you into trouble, and it will get you into trouble. And we do look at that. So just make sure that what you're pointing out is positive, even if it's for a different school. You're cheering on another school is great. But become active within the Twitter space because that's where we're going to find you.
Gotcha. I mean, that's a good point. Do you check recruits like social media, like kind of during your talks with them?
Yeah, definitely. And if
Okay.
someone is streaming, um, I I like to hop in and kind of just troll in there, but I have to
Yeah,
because
no.
if there's a toxic player, then I need to know. And so I do look at people's social medias. We do look at VODs, and we encourage students to do that. I don't want to discourage someone from streaming or being active on Twitter, but um, your actions do have consequences. So just make sure that
Mhm.
you're doing things in a positive way.
Gotcha. No, that's a great point. Well, I appreciate you coming on, giving us some time here today, so we can learn a little bit more about your program, and some other people can as well. But just kind of wrap it up. If you want to just plug anything where any player or parent can learn more about your program in school.
Yeah, so you can find us at esports.mnsu.edu if you'd like to fill out our varsity form. And then you can follow all of our socials, and it's at esportsmnsu.
Awesome. Well, again, thanks for your time, Jackie, and we will see everyone on the next episode.